side character.
That's
right
so
now
weird.
today.
How
That's weird.
the
Remember when I
tables
threw
have
kids?
turned.
Yeah.
With that, everybody,
With,
let's
side months.
all go back to a galaxy far, far away. Oh, wait!
No?
There's no crawl, so I'm going to read it.
Oh.
Season 3. Huh? Oh, I got it right here. I'm good. Season 3, episode 13, Fallout.
Yeah, that's a good title.
Probably.
When Aaron was bitten by an infected creature, the decision was made to sacrifice Coop
What?
in order to save him. Taken aback by this choice, Caleb left the team and took the Yojimbo. Barely coping with this decision, the full extent of the fallout for the team has yet to be seen. ... So, with that, we're going to start off our first and wonderful unlock. It's called Cool's Friendship Factory. This was another unlock,
Yes,
if you're
it
unfamiliar.
was.
We have a droid in the group. He's a B1 droid. Basically, if you've never seen the show before, lots of things get unlocked. I'm not kidding how this affects the story. Cool is literally a direct unlock, which was the Rebel Alliance found an old separatist droid factory, started reproducing battle droids for the Rebel Alliance. He's going to you guys, yada, yada, yada. He's done all these different things. So we had him, I guess he sent a message to his team. They're starting Operation Friendship Factory. So this is what type of droids are being built at the Friendship Factory. Tier 1 light side is Astromechs. Tier 2 light side is Protocol droids. Tier 3 light side is medical droids. Tier 1 dark side are B1s. These are battle droids. These are similar to Cool himself. Tier 2 dark side is probe droids. Tier 3 dark side, and yes, these are a real thing in Star Wars, are human replicant droids. Imagine life model decoys from the Marvel Universe. These are real things. These are droids that look like human people.
Where are they in Star Wars?
The most popular one would probably be from Shadows of the Empire. Guri is Prince Shizor's assistant, and she is a droid.
Leia had a bodyguard group at one point too.
So,
Is there any that are in canon right now? In any cartoon shows or comics or anything?
just make our show canon.
Can you imagine if Disney called and was like, we want to make your show canon?
Yes.
Here's the thing.
You got the
I was like,
spice, you got sex.
Yeah.
We're
Star
in.
Wars needs to be sadder and hornier.
Yeah. Sadder, horny Star Wars.
And if that's what you are looking for, you have come to the right place.
come to the right place. So with that, I'm going to start our... I'm going to start our first hour. We begin as... I need to open this up. Sorry. We open up. Aaron, you are in the medical bay. You're standing right outside of the medical bay. We're picking up actually just a few minutes before, a few seconds, I should say, before our episode ended. Kilar, you are in kind of the cargo hold of the Chandrillon Red. You see that Korn and Lena kind of talking to each other. Korn kind of gives you a look like he's concerned, but there's been some commotion, but he kind of smiles as he sees you. As you're walking towards him to your left, you see that K001 is talking to Womp and R3. You don't quite really pay attention to everything that he's saying as you're kind of focused, but a few words trickle in about him talking about wonderful benefit packages and things. But you kind of just ignore it. It's cool. You're moving. And Korn is starting to move to you when you see Herg start sprinting towards kind of the airlock where the Yojimbo was docked. As he's moving in that direction, you see that he's kind of talking, his voice echoing through the cargo bay, and there's like a slight rumble, and you just hear as the Yojimbo detaches from Chandrillon Red and flies out in hyperspace. Herg, you were running towards the Yojimbo, trying to kind of call after Caleb.
I had that conversation.
And he left.
He's gone.
Yes. So what do you do?
Where am I? I'm at the airlock.
You're like right at the airlock of this cargo hold, as you know. So like right behind you is pretty much where most of the people, the survivors from the Star Destroyer that you were on, you rescued. Everybody is kind of situated. So that's like Shelly, Hazo's there. Everyone's kind of like assembled in these with this cargo hold. You know that Kalara was just there because you were just talking to her. The doctor, and then Snick, Nick Nickerson, Aaron, and I are still at the medical bay. So you just saw the Yojimbo take off, go into hyperspace. What do you do?
I take a moment to compose myself and turn around and go and find Captain Kelarafe.
She's right there. She's a little bit farther back into the cargo hold. But you see her, she's right there. It wasn't that far of a distance. Kiara, are you still walking towards Corin?
I kind of stopped and looked in the direction where Herg was running.
Yeah. So you see Kiara.
I walk up to her and I say, Captain, Caleb's gone. He's taken the Yojimbo.
I can't say I blame him. I just would rather it hadn't cost me a ship.
Yes. My bed was on that ship.
I think we can find you another one.
Yes. What do we do? Do we go after him?
I don't know. As I say, I understand his decision. He'll come back if the currents be favorable or something. Water metaphor.
At this point, Corin and Lyra have approached you. Lyra looks extremely concerned. You see like there's a look in her eye where she's kind of fully processing, not everything, but most of it. The fact that Shepard took Coop from this area, there seems to be commotion. Caleb just left with the Yojimbo. She's not making any sort of physical indication that she's alarmed, but you can see it. She's kind of piercing into your eyes of like what the hell is going on, but she's trying to keep her cool. Corin's like, "What, is everything all right? What's going on?"
There's a lot to explain.
I will give you a moment to catch up. And then Herg leaves the area.
As you're leaving the area, Lyra kind of looks at you and looks at her, giving you the impression, do you want her to be here or do you want her to walk away?
I want her to go.
Okay.
But I reach out and grasp her hand before
Kind of like in passing.
Yeah.
Herg, wait up. I wanted to talk to you about a few things. And Lyra kind of walks alongside you.
What about?
I just wanted to, are you feeling okay? Are you all right? Seems like that was quite, just tell me what happened on the ship. Now she's kind of like pulling you away, walking in this direction. You know what, don't tell me about the ship. Tell me about where you're from, Herg. Tell me about where you were raised.
I am Togorian. I'm from Togoria. It's a beautiful planet. The genders are separated.
I'm sorry?
Yes, the genders.
That must be tough.
It is, especially for the non-binary ones. It's confusing. We haven't quite figured all of that out yet.
You don't have... that I can see
Very
that.
traditional society, for better and sometimes for worse.
I see. Then you want to go back?
Eventually, I think. I don't know. Why are you asking me these questions?
Oh, just
I feel, what is the phrase, put upon.
At this point, you guys have kind of like walked far enough away from Killer. Oh, Herc, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel wrong. You're right. I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to leave then, I guess.
You were tooling with me then.
No, you're such a strong individual. I just wanted to talk to you. We've spent so much time together on the ship.
Okay. I am confused.
At this point, she grabs you. Okay. She just points kind of like with a finger over at Kilara and Korn. They need space.
Yes, that's why I walked away.
Yes, that's also why I walked away.
Then just walk away. You don't have to come up with a false reason to walk away.
You're right. And she just walks away.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Well,
so while that
should be like me.
while that was happening, it's just you and Korn.
We're still in the cargo hold.
The cargo hold at this point, yeah.
So there's still other people
There's people around. Yeah. I mean, there's nobody in your general vicinity, but he's kind of looking, kind of searching. Go ahead and do your cool.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
It's going to be 1 red, 3 purple.
Yeah. My cool is pretty good, though. Oh, yeah, my cool's actually extremely good. 1 red, 3 purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will take 2 setbacks.
Sure.
Okay. 4 success, 2 advantage.
Okay, so what are you trying to present?
I am trying to process everything that is going through my head and deliver it in a manner that is composed and not hysterical.
Okay.
I don't suppose that in your time searching with Shepard when we lost the Imperial scientists that you know somewhere where we can really be alone?
It takes him a moment because he's just staring. He senses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Follow me. And he kind of grabs your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Starts walking off into the ship.
Okay.
Herg, is there anything specific that you're doing now that you've kind of separated with Lyra? Are you going anywhere in particular?
Do I have quarters that I can...
There's nothing that's been designated to you, but it's
You've got your F room.
Yeah,
where
there
you
was
F,
the room that you
Oh,
were
yeah.
with Emrys in.
where you killed the thing.
Wow, that's just gonna make me sad if
Yeah.
I go there.
Yeah, it's a really big ship with lots of rooms. It's like a huge ship.
I will go
Comparatively to
find
Jimbo.
someplace to be alone
Okay.
for the time being. So I guess I'm gonna go and stake out my quarters. I'm not gonna pee on it. That's not what the Blvds do. But I will, everything other than pee on it, mark my territory and find a little room somewhere.
Sure. Okay. So you kind of go ahead and roll your perception.
Perception. Okay, what am I rolling against?
3 difficulty.
Here's a nice thing. I'm gonna use everything. I'll use the 2 boosts and the 1 ability.
Yeah.
Not sharing these with
You
anybody.
don't have to share. That's absolutely
Oh, no,
I will
yours.
point it out every time I roll. So. Okay, this is
That looks be good.
pretty good, pretty good. Let's get rid of these 2 things with this. And we're looking at 1 success, 4 advantages.
Okay, so there's multiple decks on the ship. Do you go? Are you just kind of leaving the immediate area, or you're going just kind of wandering? You're just trying what?
I'm not trying to isolate myself. I'm not trying to escape. I'm not trying to hide.
Okay.
So I'm leaving the immediate area. I might even still be within earshot. I'm going to be within, if the captain hails me on our comms, channel 4, Herb, where are you? I can, I'm around the corner. So I'm just going to go close by.
So it's a big enough cargo hold where you kind of go and find. Just taking out the show.
Dog.
Like a corner, and you roll so many advantages. There's like a box next to you, and it looks like a strange like supply box. You open it up.
Is it empty?
And there is what inside?
Nothing. It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. Okay, great. If that's what you.
I'm sitting in there. All right.
Of course. All right. So as you sit in your box.
Curl myself. Oh, finally relax, get comfortable.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut to. Io. You're outside of the medical kind of room. You're hearing what sounds like work is being done in there. It's mostly Dr. Yanuzi kind of barking orders at Snick McNickerson. It's muffled through the doors. You're not hearing any specific details. But you're just waiting.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I just start walking. I rip off my cape and I let it fall.
Sure.
I just continue walking. Gauntlet. Off. Drop it. I can't breathe. Let it go. Drop. I just start pulling. I start pulling at my bodice. I just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Okay. Aaron. Can you roll for me?
What am I rolling?
You are rolling your vigilance.
What am I rolling it against?
Five.
5 purple.
Jeez.
5 red. Cool, cool. I'm gonna take two
Just
evil.
go for it, man.
I'll take 3 evil boosts.
1 evil ability.
Nah, I don't think there's any winning against this one, so I don't want to use too many bullets. Interesting. 1 success, 1 disadvantage, and 1 despair.
success.
Okay.
Aaron uses the time stone.
You're surrounded by just black, just void. You kind of, it's almost to the point where you can't even see yourself. You're just in a room that's completely dark, it feels like. Almost distantly you hear these kind of sounds as there's a voice that you've kind of heard before, but you don't really fully remember, as it's kind of barking these orders, and you hear these sounds of, it sounds like medical equipment, saws, liquids. And as that continues to kind of sound more and more distant, slowly kind of fading, you're continuing just to float in this otherworldly kind of room. And slowly, there is light as things start to slowly kind of go from, you don't know if initially if it's just your eyes becoming more used to the dark, and slowly that just turns into things becoming more and more defined as you see shapes, making out shapes in the darkness. And as again it starts to get a little bit more light, you're seeing that you are kind of walking. As you walk, your feet on the ornate marble floors of your family's ancestral home. And as you move through the hallways, seeing the paintings and the tapestries and the ornate pieces of art, you eventually get to a large dining, like festive hall. This is where feasts are held. And as you see, the table is ornately dressed. There's cups and wine, food. It looks like there was a huge celebration that was happening. But nobody's still in this room. You hear the distant sound of celebration as the traditional waltzes and dances are being done in the main hall.
Mm-hmm.
As you're moving closer to the table, you notice that every seat has kind of been neatly pushed back into its position, except for the head chair at the end of the table. It is turned away from you. This is the seat that your father would sit in. You can't make out who is sitting in it, but you know that someone is indeed sitting in it, their back turned to you. What do you do?
Aaron sort of walks over to the table and sits in, I guess, that seat's right hand, which would be, it's still facing away, but sits at that seat's right hand. But sits on the back of it and puts his feet in the chair part, because it's Aaron. And that's how he sits.
He flips it around, is that what you're saying?
No, he just kind of like climbs up top and puts his butt on this and his feet.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
It's a very dangerous way to sit in a chair.
Aaron lives dangerously with chairs, especially in the spirit realm.
We've seen.
Decent party?
No response.
So no. I reach down for a glass of whatever's in front of me.
It turns to ash.
So, what's the end game here? You follow me around on Star Destroyers. You invite me home.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
It's going to be your charm.
Interesting.
It's going to be 1 red, 3 purple.
And now, I will use my 2 evil difficulties. If that's cool with...
You're clanging as servants in a nearby room drop something, yelling.
Because I know I'm not just having weird PTSD. I'm not a child. I rolled an advantage, a failure,
Okay.
a despair, and a Jedi moment.
The despair and the Jedi moment don't cancel themselves
They
out.
don't.
I gotta write this down. So, failure, advantage, triumph, despair. You hear a voice that says, "Who are you?" And it's not the voice of your father. As the chair seems to just turn around, as you see an individual whose face is hidden behind the dark recesses of their black cloak. The tone in this voice is more inquisitive than anything else, but you sense extreme energy of power. Triumph will be, it's not obvious already, the same exact kind of power that you felt looking for any of the artifacts in any of the temples. But this is even more intense than anything that you had experienced before.
Mm-hmm.
And the face is cloaked. It's almost like looking into the void that you were in just moments before.
I really wish I didn't sit in a chair like this. My name is Aaron. You're in my home.
What is it that you want, Aaron?
To figure out what my place in this is, because I don't understand it.
And yet you do. You've seen the vision. You destroy them all. One by one. And it's already happening.
But the vision gave me a choice and I took it.
Is that right? What would you do to save them? What are you willing to give up to make it stop?
I gave a limb.
Is that right?
You answer a lot of questions with questions. So did my father. It's irritating.
guess there's only one thing left to do. And as the person stands up from the chair and rises, you just feel like a force that completely locks you in place. This has been most enlightening. And as this figure starts to walk away, I'll be sure to answer your questions more directly next time. I'm sure we'll discuss this very soon. And as he starts to kind of walk away and just
Why me?
disappear into the ash, you're left in the hall by yourself.
Same hall.
Banquet hall. You're just at the table still.
Suddenly strikes me I haven't been home in a long time. So I stand and walk across the room. There are two really large, sort of glass, sort of French doors that lead out to a balcony overlooking the lava flows.
Sure. As you kind of push the doors open, they just disintegrate into ash.
There's nothing in front of me.
There are balconies in front of you.
I step out anyway.
Sure.
Sort of walk out of the artificial light and into the light reflecting off the volcanoes.
Yep. It's bubbling and firing with intensity and heat and violence that everyone on your planet respects and admires and finds rather beautiful in its destructive power. As you look out and you hear the celebration behind you, and kind of, it seems to be a wide kind of celebration that's actually, now that you hear it, across the entire city almost. You're there just looking out at the lava fields. And we're gonna cut. Kilar, Korn kind of doesn't say much. He just kind of grabs your hand. He's walking through. He eventually leads you to what looks like a side room on this deck, like crew quarters. They're not fancy or nice.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of bunks. And he pokes his head in. Hello? Is anybody in the room? Coming in. And then he kind of like walks in and like turns on a light, and it just seems to be, it's like the door closes.
Right.
You don't need to roll any perception. You don't see that there's anybody in there. He just kind of looks at you, very concerned, but just waiting. What?
There are so many things I have to tell you. I don't really know where to begin. Caleb took my ship.
Like, for a run?
I don't think so.
Well, what are we doing? We're in a ship. Let's maybe go after him?
I think that he's earned the right to some space.
Killer, it's your ship. It's your home.
It doesn't matter now. I understand why Caleb left. Corin, how well did you get to know Coop in the time that you were both being held captive?
He just kind of like shrugs. I mean, I like the guy. He was pretty cool. I guess his music was interesting, but I mean, we got picked up together, and if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have made it out of that first facility, because they just paired us up together, and then when he got taken over to the research center, they just took me with him, and I don't know. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He was.
What? Something go wrong? What do you...
After we got off of the Star Destroyer, as we were under attack, Aaron was bitten on the leg by one of those things.
He immediately kind of like reaches for like his holster.
No, it's okay.
No, we don't have that much time.
Yes, we do.
No, Kalara, these things turn.
I know, but he might not. And that's because of something to do with Coop.
Like, Coop's disabled?
I don't know. The Imperial Science Officer, the Dr. Yanuzi, the one who picked you up and brought you on board that Star Destroyer in the first place.
Yes.
He is fixing Aaron. He says that there's some way to stop this, and Coop is the answer to all of that.
Are you telling me that he's free right now on the ship?
Yanuzi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. He just kind of pulls out his gun. We don't have that much time.
Corin, stop.
And he starts to
Stop.
move towards the door.
I felt that I put the lives of everyone in my crew in danger when I chose to go after you instead of going after some ancient artifact. There's just so many things. And I owed Io for putting her through hell numerous times with my own actions. She's in love with Aaron, and I let her make the choice about what to do, about whether to go through with this, knowing that it would cost Coop his life.
So he stopped at the door because he was just heading straight forward when you said that part of this was involved rescuing him. When he's turned and stopped and he's looking at you as you finish the rest of everything. He kind of just isn't looking, after you continue to go, he stops looking at you and kind of looks past you as you continue to say everything else. Almost as if he's staring through you. Are you saying
I'm saying that she made her choice.
But you said you owed her. Because of you coming to find us? You coming to find me?
It goes further back than that. Corin, when you found us on Spira, do you remember what you said to me about feeling like you were being called?
Yeah. I thought it was funny. Didn't think you believed me.
I did. Because I felt like not long before that, on Bespin, in our possession, we had an artifact of some sort of inexplicable power. And when I possessed it, I felt like I could reach you.
Gun roll.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your charm on this.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Two red, two purple.
Okay. I am going to take 2 setbacks and that challenge.
Sure.
Do it.
Cheating sectors, not your dice. 6 success, 1 threat.
He doesn't leave. He's still listening.
I can't explain it. But I never felt anything bad from it, just powerful. And I am not naive enough to think that I could ever possibly control that power. But I'm also wise enough to know that to fear it is to give it power over you. And I think I feared it. Feared what it would do if we continued to keep it, and so I sold it. I don't know. The point is, she made a choice to save somebody that she loved. Made a choice to get rid of the thing that we had. Made a choice to trade Coop's life for Aaron's. And I don't know. I don't know if I would have done the same for you. And if I did, would you ever be able to forgive me?
ahead and roll. Your charm again.
What's the difficulty?
Two red. Two purple.
I'm gonna take it all.
Ooh, you got a challenge.
So it's a challenge and then 4 setbacks.
Oh, no, I took the challenge already.
No,
You
there's
just got a
another
new one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
If you don't want it,
No, I'll take it.
put it back.
No,
She took it.
I'm taking it.
I saw her take it. It's a lot of dice.
It was a lot of dice. 6 success, 5 advantage.
He doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything for like 10 seconds. In that time, it feels like an eternity for you because every second just carves away a little bit more at your heart, at your anxiety. And at one point, you just kind of see like his eyes start to kind of like water up a little bit. And just like a couple of tears come out. I don't know Io. And I don't know Aaron. But I knew Coop. And as he kind of takes a moment, he looks in my eye. But I love you. So I don't know if I can ever look at your friends the same way. But you did risk your life to save me. And even though you think that whatever that other thing was on Cloud City was the force that was calling us, I don't know. All I know is what we have right now, and that's us. And he's gonna go, and he reaches for both your hands. He kind of just pulls you in.
I kiss him.
Sure. He definitely doesn't like stop the kiss, but he just kind of just goes to just hold you.
Right. I accept.
Yeah. We'll figure this out together, and whatever happens, I'm with you to the end. We're a cut. Herc, you're in your box. Are you just kicking it? Is there anything in particular that you're doing?
I think Herg is attempting to meditate.
Sure. Go ahead and roll. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, please.
No, go ahead and roll.
Tell me what to roll.
Do your cool on this?
Cool. Presence. Okay, what am I rolling against?
4 difficulty.
4 difficulty? Alright, I'm gonna roll.
All the boosters here.
Let me roll this one first. Okay, it's a success.
Wait,
Success
are you
and
taking some of these
advantage,
boosts?
yep.
I'm taking all 7 of them.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Success. Okay.
Success and an advantage.
Yeah, success and an advantage.
Okay, shit.
Oh dear.
So that and that is taken out.
Let's get all these bad boys in here.
Uh-huh.
Those
There's
go
a-
away.
There's a bad boy. There's
Cool.
a bad boy.
Okay, those are
These
gonna
go away.
Yep. Oh hey.
Excellent.
Great.
2 success, 3 advantage.
Plus 1 and 1. So.
No, I already canceled.
Oh, you
those
already.
out.
Oh, okay.
2 success, 3 advantage.
Okay. So you normally spend your time when you would have deep emotions that you're feeling right now, and everything's kind of across the board. On Tagoria and kind of on your journeys, you would kind of take more of an aggressive route to get your anger out, and kind of to pass, you would go hunt, you would go smash things, you would do other things with Emrys. You would just everything was a very passionate response to your emotions, your feelings. But there's been a shift in you. There's been kind of a point within you to move away from that aggressiveness and more into kind of a sense of peace. As you're kind of, you don't really know what you're doing, as you're just kind of taking your giant 9-foot tall cat creature paws and your, I guess you can't really do fingers, just, and you're just kind of meditating. You're just thinking back to everything that brings you kind of joy, peace, as most of it's obviously centered around Emrys. But as you're taking this moment and relaxing and kind of meditating, again, there's a lot of anger that was building up in you because of what was done to Coop. The fact that he was an innocent, is at least how you said it. And whatever feelings you still have are your own. But for like a brief moment as you're meditating, you're kind of taking a moment to look at things from all different perspectives. And for some reason, your mind goes back to your time in Tagoria, hunts that you've had, festivals, and all these memories that you've had with Emrys, and you think back to how almost twice now at this point Emrys has been taken from you, and you have decided that you would do anything to get her back. Anything. You have killed to get her back. You've done anything for love. And though you're quite kind of unsure of what this relationship is between Aaron and Io, because Aaron seems to flirt with a lot of pretty much anything with legs.
Or so he thinks.
You do notice that there is a sense of love between Io and him. Whatever that is, however that is defined.
It dawns on me. For the first time, I believe, I realize also that I am not very observant. But the thing that I come to understand is that my friend, who I have known for some time now, Io, was in pain. She was hurting. And I may be still angry, but at least I feel that as well. Possibly because of everything that's happened with Emrys. I know where she is. I know she is safe. We are miraculously blessed. We are astronomically fortunate to have been able to find each other twice. In the entire galaxy, we found each other twice. And Io was in pain. And I understand that now. I feel for her.
Did you see in the box?
How am I feeling? Am I restless? Am I at peace? Am I...
You're meditating. This kind of epiphanies come to you, but
Yes.
So you feel like a sense of, not tranquility, you just feel a sense of the anger that was kind of the confusions, the emotions. There's like multiple different voices kind of calling out you. Also, you're kind of coming back to normal after you were drugged and had a very weird kind of hallucinogenic vision. So like you're kind of cleared your mind, you're thinking clearly. What you decide to do is up to you.
I'm also, remind me, what were the mission parameters before we got to this place where we made this choice, where Io made the choice, where the captain gave it to Io to make the choice? What were we left to do? We were transporting the survivors now? We
had been sent to go get Coop.
Failed that mission.
The doctor.
Successful.
The admiral.
Successful.
And you were supposed to bring them to...
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Randall.
Two
Bring
of
them
three
back
bad.
to the Rebel
Randall.
Alliance.
Randall.
The choice I will make then will be to check in with the captain.
Sure.
Physically, not over comms. I will find her. I'm assuming she's nearby.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Do your
Am I
survival.
going to interrupt something right now? What's about to happen? What choice did they make? Did they find my cargo hold?
Possibly. Go ahead and roll your survival real quick.
Survival.
This is your tracking.
Survival is tracking.
They're just on the raptor.
What am I rolling against?
3. And I'm going to give you a natural boost because captain is best captain.
Okay, I have nothing to roll. That's
Nope.
okay.
Yeah.
Anything you guys got for light side, I'll roll it immediately. Oh, that's not great. So this is one failure.
Just one failure?
Just one failure. That's it.
Okay, there's you like come out of your room and like Womp is right there and you just kind of like run into him. Womp. Womp.
Hello, Womp.
Womp.
Do you require anything?
Womp.
I already miss Caleb. Well, it was good speaking with you.
Womp.
I am going to move around your leg now. Excuse me.
Okay, he like
going.
and okay. So you're in that you can't fight. You can't kill our scent apparently.
No, I caught it. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Go back into my quarters.
Fair enough. Gross. We cut to.
Catch
We're
2
in-
cents. 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 Utah.
Good for her. Walk back into my room.
Okay. We're gonna wipe. You've been moving down these hallways. You've been taking off this armor. Suddenly you bump into someone, and you see that it's Shepard.
Oh.
Who's there? As you're moving past, he kind of extends something to you. Doesn't say anything, he just extends something to you.
I don't pay attention to any of
Okay. Okay.
Continuing to rip off everything that reminds me of her.
So you unstrap another piece of equipment. You let it fall to the floor. Thunk. Kind of sound echoes through the otherwise quiet hallway as you take off another piece of armor. Kick it. Slides across the floor, hitting the wall. You just continue to move forward.
Everything that reminds me of her.
You finally reach a dead end. As you stop, you see that there's just a wall in front of you. There is a viewport that looks out into space. You see your own reflection in the glass staring back at you.
I really miss the view from my place.
As you stare out the window, run a cut. Aaron, you are on the balcony overlooking. Again, you hear celebrations. You're not hearing really can't quite put it together what all of it's for. There seems to be some sort of celebration, but it's not unheard of on your own planet. And everything is, you're just looking out. There's like a glow from the lava. Slowly, just everything around you. There's this bright light that's, so you're kind of just staring. You're staring into this lava, getting lost in it. There's this bright light that kind of starts to come from it. And as you kind of look away, it's almost as if you look away from the bright light, but it seems to just be locked in your eye, almost as if you were having kind of like a slight migraine. You just see this aura distortion that's locked wherever you look in the center of your eye. As it kind of continues to grow, everything brightens to the point where it's just white light. And all of a sudden, you wake up. You look around. And you see you are still strapped in, but you are in the operating kind of room, medical room of the Chandrone Red. Next to you is a young woman. You kind of briefly remember her being with the survival crew. She's kind of ditched her zombie killing gear for more medical appropriate clothes. She seems very ecstatic that she sees you wake. She's saying something, but it sounds like Peanuts. And then you hear another voice off. It's one more. And this girl jets out of the room. As you kind of scan and look, you don't see anybody else on this side. As you turn, you see that there's an individual with what looks like a surgeon's gown that's been kind of put on, a mask that covers their face. They're covered completely in blood. And next to you, on the opposite table, is a body bag. It's ringing in your ears, and as it starts to slowly fade, you hear the hum of engines. So you know that you are in space. Not hyperspace, just regular sublight space. Before you do anything, we have ended the first round.
Jeez.
Tier 3, Dark Side, everybody.
Oh, dang.
It looks like Cool's, of course it is. Yes. Cool's Friendship Factory is producing human replica droids. What could he what kind of mischief can he get into now?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Have
Are
you
they-
seen or met Cool?
How much do they pass for human? Like 100%?
100%. People.
They don't have like a too perfect eye or
Yeah.
something
A tell.
that identifies.
Imagine they are like life model toys. They're literally people wouldn't have known. Like they have fake skin on them. They have like they're. I won't go into the details.
Right.
They can perform
They're
functions
it's
of
not.
humans.
It's not like the early model Terminator from like Terminator Salvation, where it's just like a rubber mask on a
No.
robot, right?
If you
This
have
is
your
like-
phone, just type in GURI Star Wars, and you can see there's art from the cover of the book or whatever.
Okay.
But that is just a droid. That's not a person. With that, we enter our second round. Everybody, first off, thank you so much. Quick reminder, you at home,
Thank you.
you can also subscribe. Subscribers worth $50 worth of points, left or right, on the light side or dark side meter. So you can use that. You can also gift subs, and also if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to a channel
That way.
for free
Yeah.
once a month. So with that, also if you've already used Amazon Prime before, you have to use it every month. So if you've forgotten, it's literally like the last days. Get on it. We're gonna enter our second round.
You know what's fun? Gift and subs.
Gift and stuff. You know, there's this dude in the chat that I've seen who really likes to give subs.
It's fun.
When we play Warhammer stuff, it's pretty cool. His name is Joe Star.
Different Joe Star than this
Different
one.
Joe Star, yeah. There's like 3 R's at the end, so I think it's
It's Joe Starrora.
Star. We're entering our second round. This is called
How Coop Comes Back.
Ko's
Oh.
reassignment.
Oh, go.
Oh.
Do you remember Ko? Way back when,
Yeah.
our Mon Calamari friend.
Don't let her near us.
Tier 1 light side is Tagoria.
Oh.
Tier 2 light side is Hoth. Tier 3 light side is back to Mon Calamari, her own home planet. I think I'm confused. I've been very confused if Ko is a lady Mon Calamari.
I think
Yeah, I
Ko's
think
a
she
she.
is.
I think it's a dude, actually.
No,
I
I
remember
think
talking
it's
to
a
Amy
lady.
about
I
it.
remember
and I think-
asking Amy, I'm like, what is your gender? Circle 1, and I think she circled she.
Or maybe
Okay.
she circled both, and Ko is non-gender binary.
I'm very curious whether or not I'm just going to call the Mon Calamari.
They.
Hey, yeah. Tier 1, Tagoria. Tier 2, Hoth. Tier 3, Mon Calamari.
That would probably be bad. So.
Tier 1, Dark Side, is the Mon Calamarian cruiser that all the artifacts are stored
Oh
on.
no.
Tier 2, Dark Side, is Sho Toron. You remember, there's a rebel team that is being sent there as insurgents.
Please send
Tier 3 Dark Side, you also remember, there are teams of operatives that are being sent to help sabotage the Death Star's construction.
Yes.
Ko would be sent
to
to attack the Death Star.
Oh,
So with that, hopefully all those make sense. We're going to start
Who's
our...
writing Death Star for tier
Just Death
3?
Star. Yeah, it's Death Star.
That would cause her to say it's a trap.
that would be great.
Maybe. If it is a trap.
With that, we're going to start our second round. Aaron Val, you are strapped into this table. Your senses are coming too. What do you do? The individual in the surgeon's kind of outfit just kind of nods, not really at you, but more at kind of like his work, and goes to the not very clean to begin with, kind of rinse station to kind of start rinsing off things. Yeah.
It's like a basement utility sink.
It's exactly
Dope. Kind of groggy. I'm assuming. I just,
A little bit.
Yeah. Like.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, now that you brought it up.
Sorry. Let me minimize my DM where I asked Amy if Ko was a lady or a gent. What am I rolling?
I would like you to roll your. Where is it? I just actually roll. Sorry. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong side. Do your resilience for me, please. I knew it was on there.
What am I rolling against?
3 purple.
I'll take my my difficulty.
Sure.
Is that okay? Emma?
Yeah. Go crazy.
Down the waist.
Hector's gonna take all the dice next time he has to roll, so.
Just 2 disadvantages.
Tickle
Yeah,
the
you're
dark
pretty
side
right.
dice.
You can still hear things, but you're still kind of coming fully to it.
Whoa.
Herc's gonna nail it. I can't really like move around or
No,
anything.
you're
right?
strapped in.
I thought the leg would feel different.
There's a stop as the water turns off. And the mask is pulled back. It's clearly Dr. Yanuzi. You'd seen him before you went there, but everything's starting to come back. You were like, oh yeah, the thoughts of everything.
You're a jazz doozy.
The drugs will take a little time to wear off, but yeah, I'm sorry, you said that the leg feels not what you thought it was?
I don't know why I expected it to. It's not much drugs. I've been higher than this.
Just, he goes to take something. He kind of jams, just unceremoniously, just jams it into your neck, and you feel kind of like as a little bit of kind of mild adrenaline kind of kicks through you, as your that grogginess goes away. I'm sorry. I need you to be fully awake as I'm talking to you on this. This is very important.
That hasn't happened since the last time I've had a binger at a club.
Patient has had experience with drugs. I'm sorry, you said that your leg doesn't feel the way that it's going to be a little numb for a minute, but you should still be able to, wiggle your toes.
I can. I don't know. I don't know what I expected it to feel like, whether it's going to feel like I had a plug running through me or...
I'm sorry? A plug running through you?
I don't know how cybernetics would feel. I don't have any. Or I didn't. It feels normal. You did.
He doesn't say anything, he just unstraps you. Well, I suggest that you remain calm, relaxed.
Sure.
Don't try to put too much strain on it, as it's been through a lot. You need time to heal. And he goes over to like a side thing. There's not even like a proper crutch. It's just like a piece of metal with like a weird thing that's been like attached to it. Again, you guys stole this ship from like pirates.
Slavers, yeah.
So he just goes over, here, you can use this to help balance yourself. But I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that there is no shock.
I'm still sort of sitting up.
Yeah.
Did we get it from Cool? Because he's going to be pissed. He's going to be really pissed.
What is a cool?
Our B1, he wears a necktie.
The drugs must have administered more drugs than I thought. Interesting.
No, not a drug thing. He wears a necktie and sometimes he's painted camouflage. He has his own gang.
A droid gang. He is incredibly high. None of this makes sense. I'm just going to ask you to lie back down again. Just trust me. This is for your the best. Just lie down. I'll get you. Would you like some water?
Sure.
As you lies you down, he straps you back in again.
Oh.
Okay.
And he like goes and grabs like a cup, fills it with water. It looks exactly like a cup of water from
that
Goonies when they like.
Awesome.
It's just that yellow cup. So you're kind of like not fully strapped in, I guess. You have enough where like you couldn't get off the table, but if you wanted to, you could sit up, right? So you're unable to get out of the gurney.
Yeah. I can like crunch up enough to drink some water.
Yeah, and or maybe he like a little bit where it's like he can like move the back end, so you're not lying down now. You're like a little bit farther up.
Sorry, I'm good.
And he hands you the water.
Sort of take it.
Okay. Now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this was not a fancy person ship.
No, far from it. In fact, it's quite a miracle that you're alive. I want you to remember that as you tell all of your friends this as well.
Sure.
Great.
Marvel of science.
The marvel of science. Yes, indeed. I'm sure you'll... don't mind the smell. I've sent someone to take care of it right away. Please just relax. And I just want to know, and he like goes as he's taking the cup away from you. What was it the last thing that you remember?
Strapped me in. Karn's science friend helped strap me in. They rolled Coop up. Herg was here.
That is the cat, I'm assuming.
Tagorian. Cat is his word. And he had his... What did happen?
It's best that you just rest. Go ahead and roll your perception real quick.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 3 difficulty, 3 purple.
3 purple.
Mm-hmm.
I am mildly perceptive. Sorry, I've been rolling so many failures for a second. I forgot what a success looks like. 2 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. He kind of just takes a couple steps back, and is just really kind of observing you. And as you're looking around, you notice the table next to you, there is a bag, like a tarp almost, that's covering up the table. You also notice that there's a lot of blood. There is blood that was all over the science officer. There's blood that seems to be all over like these instruments that have been placed off to the side. There's absolutely no sign of blood or any sort of kind of residue on you or anywhere around your table. As you slowly look over, you see that there's just blood that's dripping from whatever's underneath this tarp into like a metal tin on the ground.
Who is that?
I'm sorry?
Who is that?
That is no one. That is just a resource that I had to use to save you. Do not worry about it. Would you like me to summon a friend of yours?
Sure. Just tell me what's going on.
You are going to rest and you will have a remarkable recovery, I'm sure. Just rest. Rest. I will go get your friend. And as he kind of goes to walk out of the room, you're still strapped in. There's kind of like a medical tarp blanket that covers the lower half of your body. You're in this room by yourself.
I'm probably starting to panic a little bit, so I'm just going to start working on getting out of restraints.
Go ahead and roll a cool for me, please.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need to be doing. What am I rolling against?
It's going to be 4 difficulty.
I know it sounds weird, but Aaron is not cool. Man, I am crushing it. 2 disadvantages and 2 failures.
Your heart starts racing. You start fumbling with the locks themselves. Every kind of time that you attempt to do it, it just seems to... Your hands start clamming up. Sweat is just kind of pouring all over the straps. Your heart is racing. Go ahead and roll. Do your skullduggery to try and kind of get yourself out of this lock.
What am I rolling against?
It's going to be 3. You're going to get a natural setback because you're in an uncool state.
Freaking out.
1 failure, 3 disadvantages.
Okay. You are unable.
Gurney falls over.
You're struggling. At this point, it's now you feel slightly claustrophobic as you're locked in, and you don't know why you're unable to get yourself out. And as you're struggling kind of back and forth to get the lock, you kind of start to just go with it. You're tipping, rocking back and forth, and in your rocking motion, the tarp that was covering the lower half of your body falls off. And you see that you have 2 perfectly fine human legs.
That doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. I start shouting for the doctor to come back.
And as you start
Trying to rock a little harder.
yelling, it doesn't make any sense. There's still no one in this room.
I still have all my stuff on me. Yeah?
Yeah. Sure.
Captain?
Aaron?
Wait, I don't understand what's happening. I don't.
You're awake.
What's happening? You're
Just
supposed to be here. You're
wait
supposed
there.
to-
Just wait.
It's supposed to be you.
I'm
What's
coming
happening?
back. Just
What's
wait.
happening?
Just hold on, Aaron. I'll be right there.
Okay.
He's awake. I guess she didn't stay.
Did that go to everyone or just to the captain?
Did you send that just to Clara, or in your
That was
panic state?
I think I'm just yelling and.
You definitely did it into comms form.
So I get up from my box.
Io? Io?
My comms were off.
You get up and you're going to the.
I skid out of the room like Kylo Ren.
Sure.
Just looking for the captain.
Okay. And so you're both booking it towards.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to Corin. I'm not
Sure.
just gonna leave.
Sure. Corn's there.
Right.
I think Shepard has your guys' comms for.
Yes. There's still a lot more I need to tell you. I promise I will in due time. I have to go. I have to see if the sacrifice was worth it.
Let me come with you.
Okay.
And as you head out the door, there in front of you is Shelley, Nick, Mick Nickerson. Excuse me, Captain. Is Captain, I'm assuming?
Yes.
I just wanted to reiterate a couple things. Thank you so much for rescuing us.
Yes.
Trust me when I say that, and as soon as we get to an hospitable planet, I will be able to repay you. I'm just trying to understand what exactly is going on. Because it seems like we are brought aboard your ship. We're thankful, of course, but now me and my family are put into a corner.
Yes,
We're
and
not allowed
listen.
to leave. There seems to be an emergency. I'm not finished. Then my own men seems to be taking orders from you, and then you've taken Coop somewhere, and I just want to understand what exactly is going on. Then one of your other friends comes, takes your own ship and leaves. I'm just please, tell me exactly what's going on so that I can be at peace.
Shelley, right now is not the time.
Can I approach behind Shelley?
Sure, yeah. You at this point you would have seen the door.
Captain, we must go now.
Trust me when I say that I will tell you everything.
Really,
I
really?
promise.
Yes.
But in order to tell you the whole story, I have to go rendezvous with Aaron Val right now because he's the person who got us the information that sent us to the ship where we rescued you in the first place. So if you'll excuse me.
Great, we'll walk and talk.
Shelley, I think
Captain,
you
we
better
must
stay
go now.
behind.
We must go now, yes.
Go ahead and roll your leadership for me on this.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 1 red, 2 purple, and a natural setback.
Purple and a natural setback. Let me just see here.
Check my cards.
No, it's negotiation or charm, not leadership.
Well, I have a friend
She's
who
not
attacked.
part of your crew, so your
She's
bonus.
not, so I don't get my normal bonus. I am trying to protect this dear sweet child, so I will definitely be pulling from the light side.
Oh, sure. Okay.
That's not great.
I was like, those are my dice.
Go ahead. Use them.
I'm gonna take 3 boosts.
Okay. Just 3.
Just 3.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Great.
goes a lady.
For sure.
For success.
Good deal. Okay. I'll concede to the fact that I was wrong. Okay.
Captain, let's go.
Great. Well, I look forward to talking about this, of course, later.
Later.
I'll be by the boxes.
You feel free to make yourself at home. This isn't exactly my ship.
I'm sorry. I thought this was your ship.
Okay.
Well, we haven't been here very long. Please explore, make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
I follow after her with
Okay.
Corin.
Okay. So you guys are making your way there to the medical bay.
Mm-hmm.
Io. Go ahead and roll. Do your perception. It's going to be 2 difficulty. You're kind of lost in your own thoughts. That you
Still looking out the window?
Sure. You're looking out the window, maybe the stars, maybe through your own reflection. But you're so focused on whatever it is that you're looking that you
That's my old view.
fail to see, almost until he's right there, as Shepard kind of comes in to the reflection. He doesn't come right on you, he's there. I just figured you might want to know.
Sam Elliott. Just say banquet beer, the banquet beer.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now you got it.
You might want to know. Nope, I went back to it.
Oh, no, wait. You might want to know.
You might wanna
Look at that,
know.
girl.
Get back in there, settle in there real nice.
The problem is I gotta go. No. You might want to know. No. You hear Shepard say, you might want to know. It's done. As he turns around and walks back down the hallway.
I rip off another piece.
As the piece falls to the metal floor, we track it back out as Io still kind of looks out the window. And we cut back to the medical center, the room, more or less, where
Kind of.
Herg, Corin, Kilara are there. You see Shepard is outside.
Shepard.
He just kind of nods, points his way in.
I go. Yeah.
Okay. Inside is Snick McNickerson, who is trying to calm Aaron down. I understand that this is a shock. I understand that the proper procedure right now is bedside manner.
Snick.
So I'm going to. Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness. The procedure went remarkably well. He needs to rest. If there's anything I can go get, I was just waiting.
Just go find your family.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure? Are you okay?
Golden.
That means yes.
Okay. 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 And as she goes out, Shepard comes in and goes straight for the table that's next to Aaron and starts to reel it out.
Thank you.
We'll thank him for what?
Have proper proceedings
Proceedings.
the next time we land.
Proceedings for what?
Aaron.
Captain.
Aaron, it's okay. You're alive.
Captain, I don't understand what's going on. What's happening? I don't understand what's going on.
You are alive, Aaron. It is good to see you that way.
Yes.
Good to see you.
You almost died.
Almost
Do you want to tell him?
died and...
Or should I?
Aaron, what's the last thing you remember?
We were in here. We found this room. Io walked me into this room. Heard you had your axe. They had brought in. Coop was here. I saw Coop. We were looking at each other. That's his name. From Spira. And we were looking at each other, and everyone was shouting. I don't understand what's happening.
Dr. Yanuzi saved your life.
By replacing my leg, I know
No,
that it
it's
happened.
still
I know that it
your
happened.
leg. It's your leg, Aaron.
He cured you somehow by... taking the life of that man. Coop.
We're not really sure what it all means.
I am also unclear on how that happened.
Only that under the worst of circumstances, it was either chop off your leg and maybe you would be okay, or do whatever Yanuzi did to you and have a more maybe chance of being okay. And it seems like the latter pulled through.
Io made the choice, Aaron. She made the choice to save your life. She ensured that your life was saved.
Why would Coop agree to it? We don't know each other.
He did not agree to it.
He didn't have a choice.
As you see your leg, because it's there, again, you're starting to regain sensation in your body, kind of almost as a nervous twitch from kind of your anxiety plus the chemicals within you kind of bringing your body back online. Your leg starts to kind of just naturally start wiggling its toes at the opposite end. The shoes were taken off, of course. And the only thing that you hear in your mind is the voice of the cloaked figure that you had seen in your vision saying, "Is that right? Is that right? Is that right?"
Yeah, he was screwing with my head. He was just screwing with my head.
Who's he, Aaron?
He is not well. He is coming back from what he went through. Captain, permission to find Io.
Yes. But if she resists, don't be too forceful. She may still need some space.
She resists.
Aye, aye, Captain. And I leave.
It's just Kilara and Aaron in the room together.
So Corin left with her.
Oh, shit.
Because
Sorry.
he came with me.
Corin is totally there.
Cool.
He just kind of goes up to Aaron and just like, do you need water or something to eat? What do you need?
I don't know. Don't drink the water on this ship.
It is your ship.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we stole it.
What now?
I told you I had a lot of other things I needed to tell you.
All right. Okay. Don't drink the water on your ship. Go see if I can find you something then to drink. He kind of looks at you.
Yeah, maybe something stronger.
Yeah, I'm already ahead of you on that one.
That'd be nice.
So he leaves.
Aaron. I know this might come as something of a shock. The decision was not made lightly. And Herc was right when he said that Io made the choice to save your life because, frankly, I can only speak for myself, but I feel fairly certain that neither Herg, nor Kalev, nor even I could have made that choice.
I don't think I would have. Well, we don't get to find out. That's a silver lining.
We don't really get a do-over.
The door opens. It's Dr. Yunuzi. He's holding what looks like a clear plastic bag, some fluids in it. Oh, good. I had to go find supplies in the storage area. His room is dreadfully understocked. So he goes and he kind of puts it on a hook. He's like, this will be a slight pinch.
Oh.
And so he just kind of injects you with this fluids that starts to kind of make you feel a little bit. Some of that anxiety starts to like kind of calm down a little bit, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, as you can see, I've upheld my end of the bargain, and I will politely go back to the wonderful quarters that you've provided with the Admiral. As long as you are here, next time that there's the opportunity to let me off, I will find my own way home.
I'll uphold my end of the bargain.
Mr. Val, safe journeys. He walks out.
He may have saved your life, but I still don't like that Dr. Yunuzi.
Yeah, he has a creepy voice.
That's not the only thing creepy about him.
We're at cut to Aya. Still by yourself. At this point, there is a small pile of equipment, armor, gear that's kind of trailed and now kind of, at this point, since you're kind of stuck at this end of the ship, just kind of amassing a pile around you. You're there. You don't have much left on you in regards to equipment and gear. When your datapad comms goes off,
Comms?
It's kind of like you're getting a message to your data pad. Someone is trying to call you.
See who it is?
It is restricted. It doesn't have a name on it.
Is there a chamber I can...
Sure. There's plenty of doors that you had seen on your way kind of walking in this area. You could go not that far back. There's one right next to you.
There's a... Okay. I open the door.
Sure. So this seems to be like a small room. Looks like maybe they keep supplies in here.
Well, this seems appropriate. Is there a light?
Yep. Comes on.
Close the door.
Sure. It's still ringing.
Yeah. No, it can't be. Compose myself.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You're cool.
What am I rolling against?
1 red dice, 2 purple dice.
Four failures, 2 advantages.
Okay, so you present your attire in a very composed way, but that being said, there is, even though you kind of wipe the moistness from your eyes, there's still what clearly looks like residue, as if you had been crying, or at least getting emotional. And as you push the button, an image pops up. It is Odin, Belgier. A little, tiny little image, so it's hard to kind of like make out fully, but wearing what you can only imagine is next season's fashion already. There's a bit of gravitas to him. He seems to be in some fine apartment, kind of establishment room. It's exquisite. You can already see just from kind of the circle of this holograph projections, it's extremely expensive and nice. So you're seeing that there's works of art, paintings on the wall, kind of the sphere of this image that he paints for you. And just, though you're in this room, and though it is a hologram, the voice kind of booms from this device, almost filling the room, much as his laughter would do normally when you were around. And there she is. Stunning as always. Hey.
Hello, genius.
No, what is wrong? No, 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 no. And you see as he kind of like sits down, he was like standing and like instantly just kind of collapses and like gets close to the hollow projector. His face kind of fills up. Darling, talk to me.
It's good to see your face.
It's good to see you too. Where are you?
Not on Coruscant.
I would hope not. If you were here and you hadn't reached out to me, if you weren't outside my house right now, I'd be very upset. You send these cryptic messages and I get worried.
Odin.
Darling.
So much has happened.
Where are you? I'm coming.
Don't.
Io?
Don't.
Where are you? I'm coming.
I'm away.
You once told me that anytime I felt down, anytime I felt like things weren't going right, all I had to think about was the first job I had you do, and it'd make me smile. So I'm reminding you, it's the first time we met, and I need you to smile.
You're so much taller in person.
Yeah. Real funny. You're like this big, and you're like... I'm just kidding. My thing is huge, and you're like the size of the wall. Io? What can I do to help? Like you said, I owe you more than you know. Regardless of whether or not I owed you or not, you're one of my best friends.
Right now, I wrote to you about something different. But right now, I just want to talk.
Well, I've put the kids to bed. Thank you again by that. I have all the time. What do you want to talk about?
Tell me about Notara.
Well, you know,
Besides the obvious. She's the most stunning creature you ever beheld. We both know that.
yeah,
Tell
well,
me something new.
like I said, I put the kids to bed. But as you know, kids, it's weird to say kids when they're really more just like clones. But that's to be expected. She was very insistent. Yeah, I know. Yep. Her genes are the best. She misses you. We still think back to our wedding night. How we really were taken aback by your toast. Yeah, the assassin, master of blades, but even more of words.
Master of blades.
Well, I say master of many things. Most people would think blades. I, in fact, know you as much more than just that.
I was about to say, is that all I am?
Of course not, but I have to start at the bottom and work my way up, Io. What would you like me to say? Io. The only person I know that outdrinks me in wine. Io. The only person that can make something that I design look even more beautiful than I thought. I am the only person that's been able to talk her way both in and out of an Imperial Moth's party.
So much is different.
I can tell. But I'm just a hyperspace jump away. Finally, now maybe I can come on one of your exciting adventures.
No.
I've got a bag waiting. It's my IO bag, just in case you called.
People are depending on you, genius.
Well, it's hard to impress people when your muse leaves.
How's Coruscant?
Loud.
Exciting,
Crowded.
you mean?
No, you know, I finally get to move up. It's a wonderful new place for kids to grow up. And they build this horrible monstrosity in the sky as if we needed another giant thing made of metal.
Do you still have your weekend homes in Naboo?
2. One's more of a guest house for the kids, but they'll grow into it.
Are they occupied?
No, but they can be.
Don't fill them yet.
I can find any excuse to sneak away and tell everyone I need to get away from the hustle and bustle. I could be there. Lickety split. And then you're not just a giant goddess on my screen in a hologram, and I'm sure I'm not just some small.
I told you not to keep any images of me around, Attn. It's not safe. But I missed your studio. There's a lot of things I miss.
There's only one thing that I miss, and I'm staring at it. Where are you? I'm coming.
I have no idea.
Of course you
I don't know where I'm going. Figuratively and literally.
Well, the boo is on its way somewhere. Jot away for a little bit. That's probably halfway to wherever you're at. Or you're sending me in the opposite direction and I have to spend more time drinking on a ship.
I miss you.
I miss you.
I miss you. There's a lot of things I miss, Attn.
Let me tell you about last season's disaster. And as he kind of starts to tell you a little bit of the high fashion society of Coruscant, we're in a cut. We're going to cut to the medical bay. Herg, before we cut, actually, you're kind of looking for Io.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your survival again one more time. Yeah, roll your survival one more time.
What am I rolling against?
It's going to be 1 red, 4 purple.
Oh, is that all?
Oh shit, I forgot.
5 boosts,
Sure.
1 ability. Well, find her.
Maybe.
Find her. Oops, I don't know. That's not looking too good.
Wait.
That's
Wait,
a
wait.
nice-
Wait. Yes. That's going to come an advantage.
Beautiful. 1 success, 4 advantages.
All right. As you're kind of looking around, you run into Dr. Yanuzi. And he's like, "Want to talk to your captain? I'm on my way back to the cell that you've decided to place us in. No escapes, I promise. Sure that you are equally happy to have your friend back.
Move.
Of course. And as he kind of walks away, how much success did you get?
1.
But you
With
got
4 advantages.
It was either 4 or 5.
advantages.
Yeah.
Did I just get 5 new boosts?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Whoa!
You look around, and you get. It takes you a minute as he's continuing to walk towards the cells, kind of the area. But where he came from was not the medical bay.
I push him to move towards the cell quicker, faster. Go.
Of course.
Run.
I am.
Move your ass.
Go ahead and do another roll for me, please. Do your coercion on this.
Okay, I don't have time for this, Joker. Let's go. What am I rolling against?
2 purple. It's 2 purple.
Yes. I'll do 2 boosts. 2 boosts.
That's changed pretty word. No, he's taking everything.
Well,
Oh!
Maybe you should have done it.
pretty good about. Wait, no. Shit.
No,
Shit.
well,
Shit.
it's a little weird. It's a weird
uh?
one. It's a weird one.
1 failure,
Okay.
1 advantage, 1 lightsaber.
Of course. Okay. He doesn't move. He doesn't run. But you're able to kind of.
Oh, am I
Push him
patting
forward?
him down all of
Yeah.
a sudden?
You're kind of like pushing him forward.
Yes.
Right. And as you're pushing him forward, you don't see where he was holding it or where he had it, but a data cylinder pops out and lands on the deck of the floor.
Oh, damn.
I look at it and I look up at him. What is he doing in this moment?
He looks down at it and just shrugs and continues to walk towards the cell.
I pick it up and put it in my back pocket. Let's go.
Okay.
Was that in Nature's pocket?
Yeah, not Nature's Pocket.
No,
I just
I
want to
have
clarify.
pants.
Oh, okay, good.
No,
Good,
it's talking
good,
about
good.
him.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, where did it come from? Like I said, you don't know. No.
Back pocket.
All right, so he's fully in a cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in here?
The Admiral.
The Admiral.
Yeah. Who's just kind of been sitting there the whole time. He gets up and says, we arrived to where we're
No.
going. Oh, okay. Sits
Both
back
of
down.
you, turn around, hands up against the wall. I'm going to proceed to search you.
Sure. You search the Admiral. You find absolutely nothing. Go do a perception real quick.
What am I rolling against?
2 red, 3 purple.
2 red, 3 purple. I will be using all 3 of my boosts. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
That's the first one I looked at.
Still not great.
Shit. This turns into this. You took that away. Farts. This
So
turns
that's
into this.
right.
This turns into this.
So it looks like positive dice.
No. 2 failure with 3 advantages.
You don't find anything, but you get the feeling. You don't know how, you don't know why, but you missed something. You can't place it. You literally can't find anything. But you just feel like
feel that
something
he
is
has
off. Are we done? Did you need to? Would you like me to bend over and cough?
Why?
Never mind. It was a never mind.
Herg. To Hazo.
Hey, Hazo, hey, Herg, I was just about to call you. I'm like in the cockpit. Everyone's kind of not here. It looks like the Ajimbo flew away. I'm just kind of waiting for orders. How are you, man?
Your
What's going
orders
on?
are to meet me outside of our prison cell
Oh, okay.
immediately.
Sure, I'm on it. So nobody's going to be in the cockpit. Just wanna-
Correct.
Okay, all right, I'm on my way.
Who else can I call?
Cool.
There's a lot of people on this ship.
Who else? Cool.
Oh, hey, Hearn, what's going on?
Get to the cockpit.
Oh, okay. You got it. Where am I taking us?
Nowhere. Just stay there. Stand by for further orders from the captain.
You want me to go nowhere?
I want you to make sure we do not crash and die,
You got it. I won't crash or die going nowhere.
but do not move forward or backward or left or right or in any other direction in space.
Well, that's gonna be
On purpose. Just let us.
Oh, I'm going to nowhere, and I'm not gonna get us crashed. I get it.
Whatever we're already doing, leave it there. I'll be right. I'll be there soon.
So don't go to nowhere.
Reset. New orders. Go to the cockpit. Don't
Yeah.
touch anything.
Yep,
Ensure that we do not crash. Understood?
you got it.
Herg out. Okay, waiting for Hazo.
Yeah,
I've closed
Hazo
the
gets
cell
there.
door, locked it up.
Sure.
Hazo,
Yeah,
watch these men.
yeah, okay, cool.
Any of them do anything.
Yeah.
Can,
Stun 'em.
can they, what is it, jail?
Yeah, it's like bars.
Cells? Bars?
Yeah, it's one room, it's one room.
Shit.
It's cool, I got it, they're not gonna get past me.
Stay away from the bars. Keep your eyes on them.
Yeah,
If any of them move
Yeah.
suspiciously,
sure,
call me.
you got it.
I will return.
And I won't call for help unless it's family.
Yes, but right now everybody else on the ship is family other than these two men. Understand? For right now. Understand?
Yes.
Good. I am not joking, not sarcastic. This is real.
Yeah,
We're all
everybody-
your family now. We are all your family for right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but not them.
Correct.
Got it. If they act funny, I call you or anyone else. Because we're all family.
I'll return.
Okay.
running.
Yeah.
Now I will comms. IO.
Comms are off. Unless
IO,
you turn them
anything?
on. Nope, comms are off.
Nothing. I have to try to track her down. Using the old ways.
You're not getting anything.
Where was she last? Where did I last see her? In the
You did.
mid bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is the ship?
It's like
Six
it's like 6 decks.
That's really big,
How long is a
actually.
deck?
Deck is like height, so think of it as
Yeah.
like it's 6
Stories.
stories.
How large are one of these stories?
Decent, I don't know, decently long.
30 rooms, 10 rooms?
Think of it 30 rooms
Per
sure,
deck.
long, but there's most of that's just those rooms are just cargo. It's kind of gonna be. You get the feeling that it's gonna be just pure luck if you find her.
She doesn't want to be found. She turned her comms off. But Aaron has woken up. I will search the deck that I am on, the medical bay. I assume are we all on the same deck right now?
The medical, yeah. Well, if you were heading up there, sure. Yeah.
I will start there and just branch out. Rooms closest to the medical bay. Searching, trying to open it up, closing, going.
Sure. Go ahead and do your.
Well, you see trail of stuff.
Go ahead and do your survival one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Survival, cunning. What am I rolling against?
1 red, 2 purple.
Okay. Nothing on the light side because we are maxed out, apparently.
People can still buy dice.
Good. Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
1 disadvantage. So like a no result or I
Yeah.
guess a failure technically, but 1 disadvantage.
You make your way just back to the medical bay.
Who is nearby? Like, can I see anyone? I'm gonna track using the old ways. Have you seen this
You
woman?
see Shepard.
Shepard.
Yeah.
And I know who that is, right?
Yeah, he's the dude.
Shepard.
He's the dude.
Where is Io? Have you seen her recently?
I don't think I wants to be found right now.
I know, but Erin is awake.
I know, I told her.
You did?
Yeah. She wants to be by herself.
What did she say?
Nothing. I feel like the weight of her decision is weighing on her, and right now, you need to be okay with her being by herself.
Can you deliver a message for me then? From me?
Sure.
Can you tell her that I am sorry? And that I know now that that decision does weigh heavily indeed. And that I can be there for her as a friend, if she so requires it.
Understood.
You're a good man.
I was made that way, I guess.
You sound trustworthy and cool.
I feel like sometimes my voice changes.
Oh,
Strange.
I feel as though you are
It might be the aging process. Unfortunately, you get older.
consistently cool.
Well, I reckon I gotta go deliver a message. But he doesn't move. He waits for you to go leave first.
Oh,
Because he doesn't want you to
okay.
follow him, I guess.
All right, I ran back to the cell.
Sure.
On my way there, direct channel to the captain and the captain only. Captain, it's Herc.
Go ahead.
Captain, I was escorting our doctor. Januzi? What is it, Captain?
It's Yanuzi.
Yanuzi.
Yeah, it's a soft J.
And I pushed him on his back and something fell out of his back. A data cylinder. He was not where he was supposed to be when I encountered him. I have now put him in his cell, but I fear that he is a threat. I'm on my way to stand guard. Also, Io did not want to be found, but I gave Shepard a message to give to her. She is aware that Aaron has woken up.
Then, when she is ready, she'll come by.
Also, I sent Ghoul to the cockpit, so, whenever we can address that.
Right.
All right, I'm on my way to the cell.
So it's like if there were two images instead of like you guys were talking, and then her
Split screen.
swipes away,
Yep.
and it's just Kilara. And we're gonna end our second round, tier 3 light side, which means that Ko is going back home. Helping
Going
with
back
the
to
building
Moncali
process. So that will be interesting. We'll see what I will do with that.
Going to Moncali. Welcome to
I'm going to reset the clock. We're going to
wanted
end
to be
our
that
third
music video.
and final round. With this round, everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you for the support. This is going to end any period of time. So if you like these unlocks, go hard and fast and strong on them. Remember, even though something is full, doesn't mean on one side, doesn't mean you can't. Also help give some dice if they need it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And remember, subscriptions count as those with the points. But I'm going to get to the best part.
Oh.
No, not really. Yeah, whatever. This is a big ship.
It is a big ship.
There's a lot of cargo on this ship.
Yeah.
There could be almost anything that I could think of could be on this ship.
Oh.
So light side. So this is a crate of something. You guys, this will be inside one of those crates. Light side, tier 1 is camouflage clothing. So think of this as an entire crate full of camouflage clothing for every different environment, so that if you were particularly wearing said clothing in said environment, you'd get bonuses to
Great. You get the
stealth
sweet
robes and
ponchos
stuff.
like they wear on Endor.
Tier 2 light side is just straight up a whole crate of alcohol. And I feel like y'all need it.
Yes.
And then tier 3 light side is like a cargo truck. So think of it as like kind of like a thing that you could either load cargo in and drive, or a bunch of like people could roll in. Think of like a big kind of like.
Does it have wheels?
Yeah, it straight up has wheels. This is like old school stuff.
This
Like
is weird.
weird tech.
Clone
it's got
Wars,
Clone
like-
Wars. Yeah.
yeah.
It's got
It's a
wheel
land
technology.
vehicle,
Yeah.
though.
Can't wait to crash that.
Cool. Cool.
Let's wait because we're almost there. So think like one of those like Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh,
where
I
they
was
like get
like the Jeep in the ride at Disneyland.
yeah, kind of like that. I was thinking more like the vehicle that they get the Ark out
Yes, I
in,
know.
right? But yeah, it could be the Jeep, even with the crate. It's like
It's a
super
12-seater.
big. Yeah.
Great. The steering wheel doesn't move. Great.
You're gonna crash it for sure. Everywhere you go, there's like 3 doors that you can go into.
Nice.
No.
Tier 1 dark side is a giant crate full of glow rods, so you can use these
Ooh,
for.
glow rods. I like that.
Tier 2 dark side is a crate full of blasters. What those blasters are, we'll find out. There's a whole crate of them.
Curious.
Tier 3 dark side is, and I'm saying with plural, swoop bikes.
Bikes. Oh, dang.
Can't wait to crash those two.
So with that, I'm gonna start.
All
our
of chat is
third-
like,
I guess
"Don't
we've already
unlock the
started. We've
vehicles!"
already started. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Kilara, you're in the medical bay
Yes.
with
Aaron.
Aaron.
Faye, we were supposed to take Coop to Randall.
Trust me, I haven't forgotten. Don't suppose he specified whether or not he wanted him alive.
I mean, no, but
I think the alive part was probably
I'm
implied.
going. That's usually the default when people ask for people.
Where exactly is Randall? Have you had any sort of communication with him?
You'll have to ask Caleb to use Rue to call him.
That might be a little bit difficult. Caleb left, Aaron.
Oh. Because of me.
No. No. Ultimately, I think it was a little bit of all of us that drove him away. Just kept disappointing him, I guess.
No, it was me, Faye. It was
No.
me.
It wasn't just you.
It was me because I told him.
You told him what?
I told him what I saw at the temple. I'm gonna kill the crew, Kilara. I don't know when, but it's already happening. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Just a vision, Aaron. It's not real. Nothing that happens inside of those temples is real. You saw what happened to me. I got shot straight through the chest, and here I am. I didn't die. None of it's real. You can't let some vision that you had in some old temple dictate your entire life.
I didn't just have it on the temple, Kilara.
What do you mean it didn't just happen in the temple? Is that what's been going on with you?
I don't understand what it is, but he's here. He's here.
Who is he?
I don't know. I met him today. He was on the Star Destroyer. I told Caleb. I owed him that. After what happened with Cool, I owed him that.
I don't disagree that he was right to be mad at you for what you did to Cool. this feeling that you're having, you're letting yourself feel that. You made the choice to believe it. So don't.
That's what I thought too. It doesn't matter.
You can fight this, Aaron. Nothing is certain.
Did he leave with my droid?
Yeah, I think he probably still had it in his pocket.
That was a terrible paint job he put on it.
It was a little less flashy than your version of the droid.
I think Rue's the only way we have to talk to Randall. We can try to reach out again, but after the Star Destroyer got hit, there was nothing.
At you saying this, you realize that you actually, well, presumably someone would have probably unstrapped you at this point.
Yes, sure.
You are kind of like looking around, and you realize you don't have your data pad on you, your physical person at the moment. I believe Io was holding all your things,
Oh.
but you also think you dropped
Yeah.
Aaron's cloak
Yeah, she had my coat.
at the beginning as you started at the top, or also, would that still be with Io? Take it as yes? No? It's dropped. So you don't see next to you is
Right.
a pile of your stuff. Your data pad is there.
The coat is in the room with us?
Code is in the room with you.
Okay.
Let me clarify.
I can try to reach out again. I sort of point. I can get it. I can get it. Sort of make a gross face as I put my gross leg on the
You
ground.
put it down, and your foot touches the cold metal, and you just feel this sensation of your foot.
Okay, so I just get up and I grab my
Sure.
coat.
Yeah, you get it. You search. You find your data pad. There's clearly a long. It's like a lot of missed messages that have been called to your data pad.
Can I tell from who?
Yep, it is from Randall. There's like one message. There was one message that you had gotten when you were on the Star Destroyer that you had decided to, I think, check. You didn't look at it, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. But regardless, the timestamp says whether it was just you didn't feel it, see it, hear it, whatever. There was a message that was sent around the time that you were aboard the Star Destroyer, so there was some kind of like funkiness that was going on aboard it. But then there's just kind of like messages calling after that.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, this is just easier to focus on and deal with.
Okay. You want to look at the message first?
Sure, but yeah, the most recent.
Most recent ones are like calls.
Okay.
Oh, it's like missed calls.
Missed calls.
Got
Think of
it.
it as like
Okay.
missed calls, and then like there was one that was sent initially to you from the get-go. And, whatever. Maybe some of those points could have been like, like check in, check, like whatever the code you guys have it for, like check in. That's would have been those messages afterwards. Like, but you open up the first message.
Okay. I put my data pad on the gurney between Faye and I.
It pops up. It's just text because the first message you had sent was text, I believe. Maybe you called, but you had kind of given in like a string of
Yes, that was text.
alive, and this is so you're putting it in front of everyone to see. If it's just text.
I think it's
us
just the
two.
two of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. To clarify, you're putting it in
Yes.
front of Clark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Faye. No more secrets, Captain. I owe you that.
No more secrets.
Whoop! Message pops up. You both see the response to your question are alive.
One moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think I actually have them all written down too. I might have typed it. I think I wrote it down and typed it all up. But
We see like the original email.
Sure,
with it, 'cause
sure.
I wouldn't have known what questions he asked.
Yeah.
sure.
I can read it back.
Yep. So the first question was.
I believe artifact on Mandalore.
First one was, are you like? Did you
die?
Did you die?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. And it says alive.
Okay.
Second question, you're right.
Artifact on Mandalore.
And then it says, looking into Mandalore. This is of extreme importance. Abandon previously assigned mission.
Fuck me. Januzzi acting weird.
I think you had it as Ruatha is dead,
Right.
Ruatha's dead.
and it's Ruatha's death can help us.
Somewhere.
Commander Gain is like an asshole, I think. Is
Yeah, Commander Gain's an asshole.
Gain is Bonthapudu.
Hortorn had the real saber.
Yep. Witch Hortorn, both are dead.
Rue is gone. Did I say that?
I don't know if I have that on there.
Okay.
You had,
I have it on my
does my
list.
sister know who I am?
Yeah, Januzzi acting strange.
Oh, yeah.
Rue is gone. Does the Baroness know I exist?
The answer is yes. Ket was supposed to have asked you if you had a message for her.
He did.
Despite, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
Baroness?
Do you have one? So Ket was supposed to ask you if you had a message. Do you have one?
Oh, do you? Okay, got it.
Who's the Baroness?
My sister.
So, Baron is a real title?
Yeah.
I apologize. I thought that was an honorific you'd given yourself.
Well, I would be the Baron. Except I bounced.
And so naturally, your sister inherited your family title and planet?
Company.
I see.
Remember that. So the way it works on my planet is, there's lots of little kingdoms that all operate under the umbrella of a larger kingdom, but the kingdoms are run like small corporations. It's a whole thing. I assumed leaving would sort of pump the brakes on the Val family in general, which I was very excited about. But apparently I have a sister.
You don't know your sister.
No.
There's a bunch of messages, right? A bunch of those more messages.
Anyway, also, here's the stuff too, where I told Randall a bunch of sensitive information. Sorry.
It's in the past.
Bert, go on, sorry.
No. It's just there's a bunch of like after that initial one, it's like initial codes of like just whatever your call sign would call sign to check in, right? And it's like a bunch of those. Then it's like urgent, right?
Abandon the mission.
Yeah, that's bad timing.
I wonder if he knew. Or found out, more like.
One way to find out. I hope Herg doesn't awkwardly walk in.
You're calling him?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you make a transmission connection. Blah, 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 blah. Hologram appears. It is Randall. He is in his quarters. He looks a little disheveled. Like there's like a little bit more than like a 5 o'clock shadow. He's got almost like an unkempt beard that's kind of growing. His hair's a little bit off. Things look a little bit in like disarray within like his quarters. Aaron, are you alright?
You look like hell.
You'd say the same.
Well, we've been through it.
I died.
What is this is a secure channel, Aaron. What is Captain? Hello.
Hello, Randall.
Care to explain this to me, Aaron?
Yeah, we went on the first mission, and we found your admiral, and we found your scientist, and then I died, and then the captain helped fix that. So
Go back?
Hmm?
Aaron, you've been gone out of communication, and I hear that you say, quote, I died.
It was a temporary death.
Where are you?
we're on board our new ship.
Somewhere outside of where that Star Destroyer previously was.
Out of concern that Aaron has post-death syndrome, Kilara, what are your coordinates?
As I said, should be just off from where you gave us the coordinates for that Star Destroyer, which is no longer a thing. We kind of blew it up. I mean, we didn't blow it up per se. Some of the other survivors who we found on board did.
So there's more than just the Admiral, the science officer, and Coop.
Yes. As a matter of fact, there are.
How many?
Well, I think I count
Snake, Shelly, Shepard, the droid technically,
Yeah.
Corin.
Is that it?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
yeah, because everybody else from the Shelly rescue mission died. Oh, that was so sad.
5 more people?
5, if you count an astromech droid.
Great, so 4 survivors.
I said there are 5.
Back into semantics of an astromech droid at the moment. Excellent. I'm going to come to you now. I need everyone to remain calm, keep the Admiral protected, keep a very close eye on Dr. Yanuzi. Aaron, is there anything you need?
A shower. If we're going to Mandalore, we're barely equipped. We barely got off that Star Destroyer.
Send me a list. I'm on my way.
Yes, sir.
And Aaron. He kind of like does it begrudgingly with killing her. I'm glad you're alright.
I'm still making a decision on that.
Randall out.
Well, I guess silver lining, he didn't specifically mention anything about Coop.
Silver lining.
Maybe he was just using him as emotional incentive to get us to go. Surprise, Randall. There was a better reason.
hope so.
Herg, at this point, the door, you've reached the back of the medical bay. You were kind of running around. You had talked to Hazo. You're waiting for him. At this point, you kind of like walk in right as you see like what looked like a hollow communication connection disconnect. So whatever was there, the image.
Between who?
You
Wait,
walk in.
where am I right now?
You walked right into the medical bay. So you see Aaron and Kilar.
I see. Okay.
So you're there with them. You have not found Aya.
Was there any updates on Hazo? I checked in with him and I came back. Everything's okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Were you heading out? You were heading to him. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally my bad.
Mm-hmm.
You get to you get to the brig.
Great.
And Hostage is there. And he's like kind of like talking to them. And you see like Admiral Yanuzi or Science Officer Yanuzi is just kind of sitting and staring at him with like complete like disconnect. But like the Admiral is just kind of just staring through and with like hands on his head. His house is like, and then that's when my family decided to like get into like the trading of goods business. It was like we really thought, and oh hey,
Hazo, you did good.
Yeah, they didn't really do anything.
Good. You are relieved. I will take over.
Oh,
Head back to the cockpit and await further orders from the captain.
sure.
I'm proud of you this day.
Go ahead and roll.
Aww.
Do your leadership.
Leadership. Presence. What am I rolling against?
3 purple.
3 purple. I will use the 1 ability. And here we go.
Oh, okay. It's just gonna be some disadvantage.
3 success, 4 disadvantage.
Okay, so when you say that, I was like, oh, thanks, man. But you notice that.
That reminds me of Coop. That's so sad. Oh no.
Oh no.
See, and that's the yep. You make a connection of what. Yep.
I am sad now.
As he walks off. C feels encouraged. You don't.
I turn back to face the gentleman in the cell.
Yep.
And I just stoically stand there.
Sure. They don't do anything.
I don't do anything.
Okay. We're gonna cut.
Okay.
Io. At this point, you've been talking with Odin for this entire time about everything under the sun that he can think of. He's been going through vacations they went on, these new cuisines and restaurants that you have to try. He's talked about his own forte into becoming a bartender, casually, of course, as he's mastered the art of making perfect clothing. So the next step for him is to make the perfect drink to go with his dresses. You hear in like the background as Natara just kind of like laughs and he's just like, he's not very good. In the background.
Hi, Notara.
Hey, Io. You just kind of see her. She's her long Camino kind of graceful frame kind of just walks by. She talks a moment. She's like stops, talks, and then kind of like goes back on with what she's doing. They talk everything under the sun. Go ahead and roll. Do your. This is gonna be weird. I don't know how I want to do this. Go ahead and roll your charm.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 1. Is this how I want to do this? I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Yeah, let's just do your charm. It's gonna be 1 red, 2 purple.
I'll take those difficulties, convert them into abilities.
2 abilities?
And I'll take all 3.
Yeah, all 3 difficulties, yeah. Any of the boosts?
Five successes, 2 disadvantages.
You feel there is a deep sense of comfort, love, support that is filling you as you talk more and more with Odin, as he seems desperately trying to think of every single thing that he can to kind of entertain you. And it's mostly just him kind of rambling at moments. And you feel strangely, as difficult as it seems to yourself, and you're battling with it as well internally, good, or at least safe right now. In this very moment, in this small room, this little hologram image of Odin is talking to you. You can almost feel the comfort and the warmth of all he wants to do is be able to like reach out of the hologram itself.
With all four of his arms.
All four of his arms, yeah, and like grab you. There's still a little bit of obviously.
You know what I really miss, Odin? I
Good
miss...
summer dress.
You have to get more specific. No. I miss not caring. I chose not to care. I thought I'd learned my lesson, so I chose not to care. It was simpler not to care. I miss simple. Just you and my old associate. And that Bomar monk I would talk to you about all the time. It was just simpler.
It was less difficult. There was nothing simple about the life that we lived. It was exquisite.
Do you know why I left Coruscant? I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye.
Again, if it was anyone else, I would have been upset.
Do you remember that old associate I would tell you about? Yeah. He fell out. He felt really, really bad, Odin.
I'm sorry. I know you two had your differences, but you were still close.
But you know how it was in those last few months.
You spent more time at my place than yours.
She tried to teach me a lesson. And somebody died because of it. Odin. I was in the room when she shot her. And I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't fast enough to get in the way of the bolt. Her name was Sesta. I wasn't fast enough. And I've had to live with it for the past year. It's been so long since I've been away, I've lost track of the time.
I'm so sorry. But we all make mistakes.
I hesitated. I said abort the mission. You know the rules, abort the mission. And that sniper dot appeared on her forehead anyway, and I wasn't fast enough to get in front of it. I didn't know. I didn't know the target was an 8-year-old girl. And the only thing I heard afterward was her voice on my comms. For the first time since I entered the room, it was her voice, it was my associate's voice. And she said, and that's why you don't get close. Oh, didn't I do something terrible? But I couldn't hesitate. Not this time. I've already lost so much.
Please, let me be fast enough for you now. Where are you?
I don't know.
Find out.
The people in my life, genius. They either leave or they get taken from me. I think I lost everybody here. I can't lose you too.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Nothing's gonna stop me. Simply just to give you a hug. Give you something that I'm working on. Have a drink or two. And I'll be on my merry way. You don't deserve to do this alone.
I think I do.
It's not your choice to make. Sometimes your friends, you gotta let them in. Also, you said it. I kinda owe you one. You have to tell me what you think about my greatest invention. Everyone here just tells me what I want to hear. I need that IO.
I miss you.
I'll see you soon. IO.
Okay.
See you soon.
Okay. Attn. I'm glad. glad you found your joy.
It's time to work on yours.
Not many of us do.
Cease. We're in cut. Or you're still just chilling. Is there anything particular that you want to do?
Not moving.
Aaron. Thank you, Laura.
Yes.
You are. Door opens up as Corn walks in. He's got a bottle of something. It looks like a brownish liquid.
Yeah.
No markings, almost as if they made this thing on the ship.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I guess it's better than nothing.
you know, maybe there's probably somewhere around here an entire crate of alcohol, for all I know. But this is what I found.
There's a lot of locked rooms on the ship.
There's a lot of locked rooms on the ship. So he pours 3 drinks. He hands it to the 3 of you.
I sort of shake my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I've already had a few.
Oh, all right. You sure?
Yeah.
I get it. Uppers and downers. You're good. Don't drink while taking this medication, right? So he just pours, I guess, it into his, and it goes like fully to the brim, and he's just like,
I'm not 19 anymore, you know?
No. But I think after everything we've been through, a drink is in order, whether consumed orally or intravenously.
he like holds up the empty glass, and he's like, "Pour it back in."
Just have I offer up my bag of fluids to test.
Yeah.
To you, man. I'm glad you and your people are here.
To us, whatever that means.
To all of us.
As you guys start to drink, alarms start to go off in the ship.
Oof.
Wah, wah, wah.
Herg?
Captain,
Herg, is
All
everything
throughout
all
the
right?
ship.
I don't know.
Are the prisoners secure?
Yes.
All right. I'm on my way to the bridge. Aaron, I don't know if...
I'm right behind you.
Okay. Is his...
Corn like go. You have like a thing he gave you. You can still walk. It's
Right.
just sore, but like Corn like is like, this isn't.
I have a strain of like 4, so I'm just sort of playing
Yeah,
that.
you're just playing it.
Yeah.
The stuff that it would have been like a counterbalance of like you would have taken some from this thing, but he's also like pumped you full of stuff. Go ahead and I'll roll a d6. So you have like 4. You get 4 strain back, but you're still. Like,
Yeah.
This is like all these liquids that are like coming. So it's like you're kind of like carrying it with you, like it's on like
Right.
these things. Corn's like, are you cool with me just? And he like kind of goes and no. He like goes into like
Help you.
kind of.
Take care of him.
Oh. Yes.
And so like you guys are like you're like holding your
Right.
fluid bag as he's kind of moving you along.
And I'm gonna run ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so you get to the bridge first. You see Hazo and Cool, who are here. Oh, hey, Captain.
Hi,
Hey,
Hazo.
Captain, I was just talking to Hanzo. He's a pretty cool guy.
Right. Can you get any sort of read on what's setting these alarms off?
Yeah, it's a proximity alarm. Look, just don't freak out.
And Hazo's like, yeah, don't freak out. Don't freak out. As you see an Imperial Star Destroyer that has come out of hyperspace in front of you. Go ahead and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, don't even roll.
Yeah.
You just see it. It looks like it's taken damage. Like there's still parts of it that are like kind of the parts of the outer hull that have been like blown off in chunks. But it still seems like it's operational. And it's clearly the Rebel scum.
Well, Randall certainly didn't waste any time.
You're being
We're being hailed, Captain.
All right. I open communications.
there's like a Yeah, Rhodians can speak basic. Like a Rhodian kind of voice comes through. This is the Rebel Scum. Your presence is requested aboard immediately.
I would expect nothing less. How is Randall?
I'm not really clear to get. Just here's your flight coordinates, and it just like shuts off. And it's like flight. Go ahead and roll.
All right.
Pilot.
You got it. What's the difficulty?
Space is gonna be. This is a new ship for you.
It is a new ship for
It's
me.
pretty big.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger
this
than
is the
my
first
ship.
time you're doing it. You've been through a lot.
I have.
I'm gonna make this 4.
You got some boost, homie.
4.
You
Yeah.
got some boost.
Oh, I'm gonna take some. Don't you worry.
I've left the.
Yeah, an alarm would have gone off enough for you to.
Cool.
Everyone.
I am gonna
Probably
take.
There's no point in me.
You know, I'm just gonna take them all.
Yeah, sure. Pull out Hector. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I talking
The internet
to
will
myself?
provide. There were 6.
Mhm.
Five success, 3 advantage.
Okay, so you kind of like pull this thing up to speed. Granted, it's a big like the Yojimbo is fast and
Yeah.
light, and it's a leaf on the wind, and this is
Yeah.
like a brick.
I don't think this ship is really my style.
So as it's kind of like, I mean, it's able to fit clearly. It's not. I think these things aren't as big as.
Star destroyers.
No, blockade runners. But even if they're
Yeah.
blockade runners, can fit
Can
inside
fit
it.
in Star Destroyers.
So you're like
Yes.
inside the hangar, and everything's kind of going through that. At this point, Aaron, you would have made it to the cockpit. You would have seen this. Is anyone relaying anything to her?
Herg?
Yes.
Just a heads up, we're gonna go say hello to an old, I wouldn't call him a friend of yours.
Who?
I sometimes refer to him as aviator douchebag.
That's fine. I'll keep an eye on our prisoners.
I think he's going to be very interested in acquiring them, shall we say.
Captain, what were the alarms going off for?
It was just a proximity alarm saying that Randall was closing in on us in his fancy commandeered Star Destroyer.
Captain, when you have time, perhaps yourself or Aaron could head to the cell. I have a feeling that with out of earshot, I have a feeling that they are up to something.
I trust your instincts, Herg.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys are going through the process of getting everything prepped, landing and stuff. You're moving out of that room that you were in.
Yes.
The alarms are kind of going off. They stop after a little bit as you're kind of hearing what sounds like the ship moving through space and kind of docking with something else.
Just walking.
Okay. So you guys are fully locked in. They kind of go through the process of clamps and all that stuff.
Yep.
So everyone, all the NPCs wise, besides maybe Corn
Yes.
still with you, Hazo,
Right.
and Corn, should we like stay here, or do you want us to come with you? Should we?
I have a feeling that Randall might be better to deal with in smaller parties, shall we say.
Yeah, I get it. He's yep. We'll stay on board and you let us know
Yes.
when we need to get out of here.
I think it's best if just Aaron and I confront him for now.
Corn, just the two of you? That's who is this? Who's?
He's
Why are we on a start? We just left a Star Destroyer.
This
understand.
one was commandeered by someone within the Rebel Alliance who we've been working for. The one that sent us to get the artifacts that I mentioned to you. Did I mention there's several of them?
I think it's best that I come with you,
All right,
if you would have me there.
of course.
Okay. So you guys kind of like make your way. Herg, you're grabbing the prisoners, or you're just staying with them at the cell?
I am outside of the cell,
Yeah.
keeping an eye on them.
Okay. So it's just the two of you, or the three of you,
Yes.
and then you're just wandering. You
Just-
wandering in any particular direction?
Retrace the trail of breadcrumbs I left.
Sure. Picking them up or leaving them up? Oh. You slowly make your way, following back. So, Kilara, Aaron, you're kind of at like the ramp of the cargo ship. Shelly's there. It's later. I'd like to really understand what's happening. Captain, if you would please honor the fact that you told me that you were going to say
And
later.
Shelly, I promise that I am going to tell you, but right now, we've got something a little bigger to deal with.
Go ahead and roll. Do your negotiation on this.
Cool. What's the difficulty?
It's going to be 1 red, 3 purple.
Well, fortunately, I'm pretty good at this because there's no dice. What? That's okay. It's okay. 4 success, 2 threats.
Fine. We will talk about this later.
Thank you so much for understanding,
No,
Shelly.
thank you. So you're like
Storms
flourishes
off.
off. Okay, so you guys are kind of at the ramp. You're in there as it's down. Like this
Yep.
storage door's opened up. You're
Yep.
seeing a very bizarre arrange of both. Like there's TIE fighters that seem to be like up in the hangars, but there's also like X-wing and Y-wings in the air. You're seeing like a very weird kind of mixture of like rebel troops that are like walking around, but you also see that there is like Imperial equipment that's also like kind of set off to the sides. You see like kind of like stormtrooper armor that's been placed out. There's a handful of people that are walking around in like Imperial technician uniforms, and you're there. So as you guys kind of are exiting
Yes.
the ship, Randall is there with a handful of kind of like an entourage. 2 of whom are wearing stormtrooper armor, but their helmets are off and they're like a Zabrak and like a Doros.
Right. Not actual stormtroopers.
Not actual stormtroopers. They're just wearing their armor because it's dope. And like they're approaching you. And I'm gonna roll for this actually.
Have you come down?
I'm walking.
Oh.
No result.
Oh.
Okay, so Randall just walks up. Would you care to? Aaron, are you alright?
I'm good.
Are you sure? We can send you to. I can get a medic over here. You don't look too hot.
I'm a little stoned. I have my tree with me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A tree?
Whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
one of those
yeah,
things
that's right,
with
that's
the,
right,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
IV
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
from it.
Of course. Of course. Just. I'll talk to Kilara then. You sure you don't? Let me just.
Talk to one of the Kalars.
Great. I'm just gonna go with this gentleman right here. He's just going to make sure that you're fine and have everything you need for just a brief moment, Aaron. And just. I want them to check you out.
You're a little spiky for a stormtrooper.
Like the person just kind of, that's pretty accurate. As they're like kind of like taking you and trying to, not forcibly grab you, but just like come this way. This.
Yeah. This stuff's really starting to flow, so I'm just like, cool. We knew it was that brat.
Cool, man. We're a
She
group of
poisoned
people. Oh, that's interesting. Would you like to tell me?
Professionally.
Great.
Randall introduced us.
This is making more sense now. Yeah, and like kind of like talking to you, kind of like an elderly person that's kind of like confused. They're like, that's nice. Come with us. Would you like a cup of tapioca? And they like kind of lead you away. So now it's just Randall who's there. He's still got like a few people.
Right.
They kind of like step off away from him. I need you, Kilara, please, to tell me everything that happened, to know what's going on. Where are the prisoners? Where's Coop?
I'm making the decision to trust you. Randall, we went to great lengths to keep Aaron Val alive. Specifically, he wouldn't be him anymore if it weren't for your Dr. Yanuzzi, who is indeed still being held prisoner on board the ship, along with Grintus. As for Coop, well, he's the reason that Aaron's alive.
Coop sacrificed himself for Aaron to escape?
Not exactly.
Again, you just said that you're going to trust me with this information.
And I'm going to tell you. But first, why did you send Aaron the message to abandon the mission?
Seems that trust is being sent lots of different ways. I told Aaron to abandon the mission because he informed me the last artifact is on Mandalore, and that is of extreme importance. More so than the science officer, more so than Coop.
So you didn't know? You didn't know it was on board that Star Destroyer?
Clara, you have to give me something here, or I'm. He's like looks at like the group of there's like
Randall,
a group of people that are like assembled.
Listen, something went terribly wrong on that Star Destroyer. The reason that it was deactivated and floating in the middle of nowhere in space is because the majority of the people on board, well, they weren't really people anymore when we found them. They were more like mad creatures that feasted on the flesh and guts of other living things.
Go and roll your perception.
What?
Deception.
Perception. I was like, what? I'm telling you the truth. Perception against what?
3 purple.
I'm gonna take those difficulties.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. 3 success, 3 advantage.
When you say that, you see a visible twitch, and like his eyes kind of narrow a little bit when you say this.
Yes.
And you get the feeling that that isn't the concept of what you just said is not new news to him. Where is Science Officer Yanuzzi, and what exactly happened to Aaron?
Officer Yanuzzi is fine. He's being held captive on the ship.
He just like snaps his fingers as like 6 troopers are kind of moving towards the cargo, your ship.
Right.
Changer in red.
Herg is watching him, it's fine.
That's not encouraging.
Aaron was bitten by one of those things. That's the way that they transfer the disease. But because of Officer Yanuzzi, we were able to save his life. But at the cost of Coop's.
I want to make sure that I understand this perfectly clear before anything else transpires. Aaron was bit. Officer Yanuzzi saved his life, but in order to do so, he was forced to terminate Coop.
That is correct. I am not entirely sure what role Coop had to play in all of this, but
Stop talking. Bring them here now.
Herg,
Yes, Captain.
we've got incoming. Randall's asking for the prisoners.
What are your orders, Captain?
Bring them.
Sure. Great. The Admiral kind of gets up. It's like, now, again, I've been staying here in my cell. I wish that to be reflected.
Yes.
He does this.
You will be treated humanely.
Science officer, Yunuzi does not get up.
He doesn't get up?
Nope. He's like, part of the deal was I was to be released,
Yes.
saving your friend's life.
Let's go.
I'll wait.
No, you'll come with me. Or you will be released unconsciously. Let's go.
Go and roll. Do your coercion on this, please.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 2 red, 1 purple.
Jeez.
I got nothing. Here we go.
We're just hoping for the best.
Just shake him for like another minute.
I don't have another minute. Go.
Up. Shoot. Do I have to? No,
Just roll that one.
Just roll again.
Oh, crap. Well, that's...
But interesting.
1 success. 3 disadvantage.
Okay. All right. He gets up. He doesn't say a word, but you just see like his jaw just clench. Okay. And he follows you out. So you guys proceed to, at this point, as you're...
I walk behind them.
Sure.
They're not behind me.
As they're leading the front. Eventually, as you're kind of getting to the hangar bay, you run into what looks like a squad of like rebel troopers. And they're like, they all have their weapons. These are the prisoners, yeah?
Yes.
Please. And they kind of like all fan out and start moving towards, like pointing towards the door. The Admiral just kind
Wait. Search these men.
Sure.
Making them roll against himself.
Yes.
What mysteries await in nature's pocket?
No result.
Whoa.
No, you can look at it. I'll leave it right. Well, now I messed up.
I believe you.
They find nothing on either. They kind of pat him down. This way.
I walk behind. I'm like taking up the rear of this
Sure.
group.
At this point, the officer usually just kind of looks around, he waits for a moment, proceeds out. It's just you and Randall who've been out there. The rest of these guys have gone in.
And Corin, who's apparently
It's
following
Corin
me
who's
around.
there. Yeah, he's following you there. He's like tried to make some small talk, like because it's just,
Right.
Randall's been completely silent. So
Randall, may I remind you of the role that Yunuzi had to play in rescuing Aaron?
let me guess, you made some sort of deal to save Aaron with Officer Yunuzi.
What choice did I have?
Cut back to me with the Zabrak. Faye we made a deal. I can't wait until Faye says something real smart like, yeah, we released you right where we wanted to, or something really clever.
Sure, man. I literally have no clue what you're talking about, but yeah, that sounds cool. I guess.
I live on
Is he speaking basic? I don't understand what he's saying.
I live on lava.
You like your mama? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we all like.
Don't bring her up. That's not cool.
Oh, okay. I guess. The rebel troopers bring out the Admiral, Officer Yunuzi. The Admiral, upon seeing a Star Destroyer and seeing rebels, is very confused.
Not that bright.
He's just extremely just like, what the hell is going on? However, you notice that he kind of stands kind of, not to attention, but kind of like gets excited, I guess. There's like a moment of like realization, clarity.
Right.
Upon seeing Randall. Admiral? Hold on, let me get this up. Welcome, Admiral. I will have some corners made for you. I'm eager to talk to you later. Please, I'm sure you've had a very stressful couple of days. And the Admiral's like, yes, we will talk about this later, but yeah, that sounds... Thank you. Unfortunately, it seems like I owe you another one. Yes, and we'll talk about that later. And then he's kind of like escorted. He's still kind of like confused because then at that point, like Rebels kind of like,
Right.
not push him, but like corral him off. And they're taking him off. Yunuzi's there. And for like a brief minute, Yunuzi just stares at Randall. Randall just stares at Yunuzi. Finally, Yunuzi looks over at you. Captain, this is, I would say, quite a breaking of our deal that we made.
Oh no, Yunuzi, I don't think so. I'm upholding my end of the bargain. I promised that I would release you unharmed. And as you can see, you're unharmed. You're free. Now, as for
when
what...
you say that, you say you're unharmed and free, Randall just says, no, he's not. And he pulls out a gun and he shoots him in the head.
Oh, dang!
And Yunuzi falls to the floor. Come, we have much to talk about if you're going to retrieve the last artifact for us on Mandalore. He turns around. He walks in the Star Destroyer. And with that, we'll end today.
Damn! Whew!
Guys, are we working for the bad guys?
I don't know.
Thank you for watching Guns and Parsecs, everybody.
Are we the baddies?
I don't know what's going on.
Thank you so much for watching, supporting everything. Is this accurate on where this ended?
Name?
We ended Tier 2 Dark Side. Looks like y'all found a crate of blasters.
Crate full of guns.
Crate full of guns on the Chandrillin Red.
Dang.
We will categorize and catalog, and I'll give you guys all
Yeah.
the information. But we got a crate full of blasters.
I mean, listen, we need a new broken blaster.
Yeah,
Because, you know, somebody who had one is, like, temporarily gone, so...
Yeah. You'll never get one of those. With that, everybody, thank you so much for watching.
boy.
Thank you. It was, I know.
That was a lot.
We've had the equivalent, I think, of like 2 bottle episodes. But
Sorry.
it's real. It's kind of important stuff.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you much for supporting.
Everything.
Every little bit counts.
Being you.
Keep on keeping on. Thank you for all the support. Couldn't do it without you. It literally keeps the lights on. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to tune in tomorrow. We have some amazing stuff. We actually are going to be doing a continuing show, a theme that we've done, Road to Warhammer 40K.
Yes.
We're doing a play test. I think it's Naeem, Lucas will be playing and teaching Cam and...
Somebody else.
Kate? Is it Kate Elliott?
I think Kate. Actually, I think it's Kate and Janelle.
Janelle?
Oh, nice.
So I think all those people, if you want to watch all those people play Warhammer, and by play Warhammer, you'll see Necrons try to kill creatures that don't die, and creatures that don't die try to kill Necrons. Not bitter at all. Thank you everybody for watching. Check that out. That'll be a lot of fun. I think that's 6 o'clock tomorrow. There's a lot of other fun stuff. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to check out a bunch of different stuff that's going on in Hyper. There's always amazing things. So real quick, jump in that Reddit. Everyone did a really great job jumping in last week.
Yeah, it was great.
I was able to read them. I try not. Yeah, I read them all. I just read them all. So that was a great job. Be sure to jump in the Reddit. Let us know your thoughts. I keep using that hashtag Pencils and Parsecs.
Yeah, dude.
Let's just what the hell just happened?
What?
So
Yep. What the hell just happened? I don't
I
know.
think we have to kill Randall.
Oh man.
You're on a Star
You
Destroyer.
would
That's
love
totally
that.
gonna go well. Yeah. So with that,
we
everybody,
are.
thank you so much. I don't know what else to say.
Can I drop a little bit of
Yes.
behind the scenes
Yes, you may.
about Odin Belgier?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Odin Belgier is the name of one of my old Jedi Masters. I can't take credit for that name.
That's cool.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah, I've been working the names of some of my
my
Jedi fam to the
Thanks,
show.
Disney.
That's
So,
a
like
very
Nava
good name.
V was one, the
Yeah.
droid arm backpack girl that I played. She
Yeah.
was one of my old
That's
Padawans.
awesome.
I've named the spas that I named to creepy James Franco.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I named him after 2 other Padawans, and Odin is my first Jedi Master that I
dope.
What
dropped.
species is he?
Basilisk.
Yeah. It's like the
Oh, okay,
Dex.
cool, yeah.
Big dude, 4
Yeah.
arms, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Married
Nice.
to.
Camino.
Everyone says I say Caminoan.
Yeah.
There's people who say camo.
Kaminoan,
Every time I hear it, I'm like, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
Caminoan.
It really bothers me. It's Caminoan.
Camino.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's cool.
Odin.
That's a perfect segue to
Yeah.
who are you and where can people find you?
Oh, hi. Okay, I'm Kim Cannon. I spent the last 3 hours crying. My name is spelled with a Y. You can find me at Kim Cannon. That's KymCanon on all my socials.
Yeah.
We'll move on down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll go this way. We'll loop it around.
All right.
I guess that's going down the line.
Oh,
Over at
okay.
Joe. We'll end at Joe. I'm Hector Navarro. You can find me at Hector is Funny, and stay tuned tomorrow for a new episode of Animation Investigation, where we're diving into The Incredibles 2 to see if that movie has already been spoiled by a 13-year-old video game.
Nice.
Whoa.
Also, 500 Movies podcast.
What's that?
500 movies.
500 Greatest Movies podcast. Yeah, that's right. Still a very popular episode, the Superman Returns
Yeah, it's a
episode.
good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's
I'm not biased or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely on it though.
You're on
Yeah, I'm Emma Fife. I can be found all over the internet at my name, and I do lots of stuff. So follow me on Twitter, and you'll see all the stuff I am doing. I would say come to the live Schmoedout event in Los Angeles this weekend, but it's sold out. So yay!
Crash it.
Yeah,
Crash it.
Yeah, so crash it. It's at the El Portal Theater in North Hollywood. Yep.
I'm Joe Star. You can find me on Instagram at jstar187, so you can see pictures of my cats, and on Twitter at joestar187. I don't know why I made them say.
Which one was your AOL name? J-Star or Joe Star?
JStar.
J-Star 187.
Yeah, was my. I just stick with things. I'm very loyal.
It works. It works.
Yeah, no,
On brand.
absolutely. Nothing like giving employers an email address with 187 in it. Get in the Reddit.
Yeah.
And,
boy.
and give some subs.
Yeah.
It feels good.
That's good. Spread the love of the hyper
Spread the
RPG.
sub love.
So I guess from all of us
To you?
to all of you,
all of you.
may
May the force be with
you.